I began to use the phrase in my work, white supremacist capitalist patriarchy, because I wanted to have some language that would actually remind us continually of the interlocking systems of domination that define our reality.
She was an activist, an educator.
I can't even imagine what my life would be like without the emphasis on education.
A cultural critic, a feminist icon.
Mass media is being used in that very same way right now to get women out of feminism and back into some patriarchal mode of thinking.
She authored over 30 books, translated into 15 languages, and several thought-provoking essays before her untimely death on December 15, 2021. Before she became Bell Hooks, she was born Gloria Jean Watkins in a small town in Kentucky in 1952, both her parents working-class African Americans. In a statement following her recent death, her sisters said this: Gloria learned to read at an early age, and she even proclaimed that she would be famous one day. She set off on her path to becoming famous when she began attending Stanford University, where she received a bachelor's degree in English. Later, she earned a PhD from the University of California, Santa Cruz. Her career as a writer and educator began almost simultaneously around the mid-1970s when she became a professor and lecturer at the University of Southern California. It was there she published her first book, a book of poems called And There We Wept. It was also then that she began using the name Bell Hooks, a name she adopted from her maternal great-grandmother, whom she admired for her bold and snappy tongue. In 1983, one of her most celebrated works was published, Ain't I a Woman? Black Women and Feminism, which she began writing during her college years. Hailed as groundbreaking feminist text, the book explains the intersections of sexism, racism, and the devaluation of Black womanhood stemming from slavery. In 1999, she published All About Love, which offers new ways to love radically, a bestseller dubbed a classic. Through her evolution as one of the foremost intellectuals in the country, she entered the doors of several institutions as an educator, including Yale, Oberlin, and the City College of New York, where she became a distinguished professor of English in 1994. There she saw how privilege and class affects students.
And the first thing I noticed was that my students were equally brilliant in the Harlem setting as they were when I taught at Yale or Oberlin, but their senses of what the meaning of that brilliance was and what they could do with it, their sense of agency was profoundly different. I think many professors do not try to give them the gift of critical thinking in a certain kind of patronizing way. Education just says all these people need is tools for survival, basic survival tools like their degree so they can get a job, and not in fact that we enhance their lives in the same way we've enhanced our lives by engaging in a certain kind of critical process.
This has been her greatest legacy, many would say, inspiring people from around the world to think deeper, to resist systems of oppression, to love better. The proof is in the adoration and tributes that have poured in from her students, admirers, and friends. Through her work and its impact, she lives on. Abby Ashola for Urban U.